Total Extreme Wrestling, my name is Brendan Plays, and we are just a couple of weeks away from Double or Nothing for our All Elite save. Let's jump straight into it today. A quick little look at the news before we get going. AJ Styles will stay with the WWE, so we decided to drop out of the race to sign AJ. We could have had him, but we let WWE take him back. $150,000, I think, per month, so we gave AJ Styles a nice little bump in pay. It's a sad day. It is a sad day. My favorite wrestler, one of the great all-time wrestlers, and he's just amazing. Luther, what a star! What an amazing wrestler. So good. He's gonna retire. No, it's almost heartbreaking. We are going to lose one of the best members of our roster. Luther is the man, and 52 years of age. Well, he might as well be 22 the way he wrestles. He moves around so well. Oh, what a loss. But Luther's going to retire in 3 months. Unfortunately for us, we're going to miss out on a lot. And if you can't detect the sarcasm, I'm sorry, but it's there. Luther, he sucks. I don't even know why I brought him back. I just did because, he was appearing on Real World Dynamite. So whatever, I brought him back. He's going to retire soon, thank God. It means I don't have to use him anymore, so yeah. Nyla Rose, her contract was ending. We decided to renew that, of course, so we're going to keep her around as well. And that's all the latest news. So heading into Double or Nothing, we are looking to really ramp it up today. It is our 50th episode of the series. We're almost at 1 year in the series, so it's been a really enjoyable series. Quite honestly, I've really loved booking these episodes, and I'm definitely going to keep on doing it, maybe for another year. I don't know, because I really love playing and booking as Dynamite. So, and I like the fact that we're able to match what's happening in real life, and have to if something major happens in real life, we can pivot. We can quickly add that to our game. We can spice that up, change that up as well, and kind of keep going on with what's happening in real times, but also have our own little spin and twist on things. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this series. So this is the 50th episode. So today, we did say last time we need to ramp it up. We need to have a big one. I wouldn't say this episode of Dark is exactly that. There are some decent matches on here, but I think on Dynamite this week, we're going to really try and ramp it up and maybe shoot for a 70+ rated show anyways. But we do have Dark booked, so let's jump straight into the results. Pre-show, Brandy and Velvet teamed up to take on Penelope Ford and Tay Conti. So one thing we did realize with the women's division, we are really struggling for heels. We're very babyface heavy, so we're going to have to look to turn somebody heel in the near future, because it just isn't really working with the mix that we've got. So we're going to try and identify who's the right babyface to turn. The other thing I can do as well is take Conti and Anna Jay. Now that they're both babyfaces, we can actually have them start teaming up, which I think would be a nice little addition to the roster as well. Diamante took on the Bunny for 39. Not bad, actually. Diamante picked up the win as we continue her push to the top of the women's division and a potential contender. Jay Cargill says she's not intimidated by Nyla Rose at all. 40 rated for that promo. Sean Spears cuts a promo for 39. He says he's frustrated that he's out of Blood and Guts. Not too bad from Sean Spears, 39. Anna Jay defeated Danny Jordan in 29 rated on the pre-show, and that rounds out the pre-show matches. And for the main card, Ricky Starks defeated Stu Grayson thanks to Brian Cage's involvement for 44. We had a Team Taz attempted to beat down the Dark Order again. They missed out on doing it last week. They wanted to make sure that they got it in this week, but the Dark Order saved the day again and stopped it from happening. Pretty good though, 57 here, improving and increasing the storyline heat here, which is good. It's a short-term storyline, but hopefully we can get something out of it for both guys, for both teams. Shida cuts a promo on Britt Baker and Awesome Kong. So we're going to look to set up Hikaru Shida and Awesome Kong one-on-one in the next couple of weeks. Maybe this week, maybe next week, I'm not sure. But, Awesome Kong, she's only got maybe 3 weeks left until she's done. Until she's going to retire and go off and do movies. She's finished. So we don't have long with her, so maybe we need to have her job out a little bit here, and Shida obviously is the right person at the moment to do that. The Good Brothers defeated Bad Country in a 46 rated match. Anderson Gallows 56 apiece, not too bad. And then we had Don Callis saying that the Good Brothers refused to comment about their attack on the Young Bucks, 60 rated there. Eddie Kingston had a 53 rated match with Colt Cabana. Eddie Kingston defeated Cabana. Eddie 53, Cabana 49. Pretty good from both guys. We're trying to really push Kingston up from low 40s. I'd love to have him in the mid 50s and be a player on the roster. So, more TV time for Kingston. He cuts a promo here saying that he's going to take the TNT title from Park. So, Park took the Lucha Brothers away from him. Well, Eddie Kingston wants to take the TNT title away from Park. So, tit for tat sort of thing there. 60 rated for the promo. Chuck Taylor and Ray Phoenix with a 67 rated match. Ray Phoenix picking up the win, increasing the storyline heat for the Lucha Bros and Best Friends storyline. And then the main event was Sammy Guevara and Powerhouse Will Hobbs, as Sammy Guevara defeated Will Hobbs thanks to the outside interference from Ethan Page and allowing Sammy Guevara to pick up the win. 66 rated here, so Will Hobbs won't be happy with that. Ethan Page gets him again and continues a bit of a play on the storyline that we said Will Hobbs needs somebody to watch his back, because Ethan Page continues to come after him when he's distracted or he's in a match or whatever. He needs someone to kind of watch his back, and he's thinking about maybe hiring a manager or someone, so that's a bit of a tie into the storyline there. To close out the show though, 61 rated episode of Dark. Pretty good. It might be even the best one. I can't remember the last one we had, but it was pretty good as well. Let's have a look. We had some good Darks recently. 61 for this one, 56, 58. Yeah, I think that's the best Dark we've ever had. And quite honestly, I can see why. We had two great matches to close out the show, a couple of good ones in the middle. Yeah, pretty good. So our best edition of Dark we've done. All right, let's take a look at Dynamite for what we hope to be a really solid show. Let's get into it. Anna and Tay will team up. Tay J, I suppose what they're called, will take on Denny Jordan and Mel. They, of course, pick up the win. 31 apiece from Tay and Jay. Not too bad. Abaddon gets a promo. Wow, actually, pretty good. 36. Not bad for Abaddon. We haven't used her too much, so I figured, I don't know if I'll give her a match, but I'll give her a promo. Something to kind of get her doing anything at least. Chaos Project lost to the Hunks. That's Ryan Nemeth and Cesar Bononi. I don't know about the name, the Hunks. I think they have some other name, but I don't know what it is. I heard it in passing and I couldn't find it again. So the Hunks is their placeholder name for now. We gave them a win. Nonetheless, of course, Luther is retiring. So if there's any popularity for him to give out, we'll try and get it to somebody. So I don't think there's really a lot to give though. Scorpio Sky picked up a win over Billy Gunn. Again, I was trying to have Billy put over someone that really wasn't anyone that I was looking at too closely, that's right around Billy Gunn's popularity, other than maybe Scorpio Sky. So I thought, maybe we could use Scorpio as a solo coming up soon, so a win here might be pretty handy for him, so we went with that. 47 rated match, not too bad. Alright, we open up the show, the main show, with the TNT Championship on the line, Park defending against Matt Seidel. 68 rated match here. Park 69, Matt Seidel 47. Eddie Kingston on commentary, watching the action and commentating on it as well. Pretty good. 68, nice start to the show. Post-match, Eddie Kingston and Park go face to face. Eddie Kingston gets straight up in the face of Park. He's not backing down until the Lucha Bros come out and make sure that they shut it down straight away. 57 for that one. The Best Friends defeated the Hybrid 2 for 54. Chuck 51, Trent 54. Evans 51 and Helico 50. The Hybrid 2 still continue to deliver good performances despite the fact we never pushed them. But gave the win to Best Friends as they get ready to take on the Lucha Bros. The Hardys cut a promo from the Hardy compound as they talk about FTR. The Hardys will be in the main event tonight as well, taking on MJF and Wardlow. We're taking a risk with that one. I don't know if it'll pay off as well as we're hoping, but it's something that we can do to at least advance the storylines. Chris Jericho and Dustin Rhodes went one-on-one. 65 rated. We tried this as a wild brawl. These two have great chemistry. There you go. Jericho with an 87. That'll be the best performance I've ever seen from him in the series. We had Christian ringside and watching all the action here, as he was pretty happy with Chris Jericho getting the win over Dustin Rhodes. Yeah, Wild Brawl probably didn't quite work out here. We needed one for the show. I thought this might enhance Dustin and Jericho's performances, but it needed a bit better of a crowd here. And unfortunately, the placement of this match, I suppose, let it down. Post-match, though, Chris Jericho received some help from his old buddy Christian as they attempted to beat down Dustin Rhodes. Of course, Cody Rhodes not allowing that to happen. He comes out for the save. 74. So Cody Rhodes saving his brother, and that advances the Christian storyline with Dustin, and Cody and Jericho advances as well. MJF and the Pinnacle cut a promo saying that they will take out the Hardys tonight and improve their advantage for blood and guts. So the plan is to try and remove the Hardy Boys, and all of a sudden it'll just be the Pinnacle versus Moxley locked inside a cage, 4-on-1, and that's what they're trying to accomplish here. 76 rated promo, advancing the storyline heat as well. That's exactly what we wanted. Kenny Omega and Brandon Cutler had a match, and they had no chemistry this time, so we just can't seem to win tonight. I wanted Kenny Omega to have a joke match in a way, just beat up Brandon Cutler for a few minutes as his big tune-up match for Double or Nothing. Kenny booking himself into a really difficult match that's going to, make him look great, so to say, just to kind of continue with his arrogant phase that he's in. But no chemistry, not even Kenny Omega could carry Brandon Cutler here. So 54, bit of a stinker. And post-match, it didn't really deliver. Kenny Omega was mocking Adam Page. Adam Page stormed to the ring. He threw a beer at Kenny Omega and they started to brawl. 68 didn't really resonate as well as we would have liked. The Young Bucks, they agreed to face the Good Brothers for the tag titles at Double or Nothing. So after a few weeks of, refusing to do it, the beatdown last week from the Good Brothers on the Young Bucks, now they have decided to change their mind and they will do the match. 79 promo. That's good. Finally, something good on this show. Everything's been bad. Everything could have been okay, but just hasn't lived up to it. So it doesn't give me a lot of hope for what's to come. Britt Baker says she refuses to face Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing unless she can beat Awesome Kong. So this is how we tie in Awesome Kong here. Good promo from Britt Baker, advancing and gaining storyline heat. And the match was 45 rated. Awesome Kong was good, 41. Not bad from her. Hikaru Shida, 56. Rebel tried to get herself involved to help out Awesome Kong. It just made things worse. Hikaru Shida able to beat Awesome Kong. 6-minute match, because that's really Awesome Kong can do. She can't do much more than that. 45 though for the match quality is pretty good. I don't mind that. That's pretty good considering. In the locker room after that match, Nyla Rose and Jade Cargill, they get into a bit of a brawl, and it's broken up quickly by other women in the dressing room. 44 rated. Nyla Rose's gimmick is getting stale, so we need to try and improve that. Jon Moxley says he'll be ringside to protect the Hardys from the Pinnacle tonight. 81 for the promo. So good stuff there from Moxley trying to save this storyline. So far, Double or Nothing, the storyline heat is starting to really dwindle. It's a bit concerning. In the main event, it didn't deliver. It did not deliver. 60 rated as the Hardys defeated MJF and Wardlow when Wardlow got himself intentionally disqualified when fighting Jeff Hardy. So Wardlow intentionally ignoring the referee, as of course he's out there to try and injure the Hardys. They're not worried about trying to win tonight. They just want to try and hurt and take out the Hardys. And that's exactly what Wardlow was there to do, causing the disqualification. Matt Hardy 67, Jeff 74, MJF 75, Wardlow 57. So this had the makings to be a decent match with the ratings there from everybody, but I guess the storyline heat and some other factors brought it back down to 60, which is a shame. And the last segment, man, disappointing. Sting is back, and we only got a 70 for Sting's big return. It's been a couple of months since we've seen Sting. He's back. He saves the Hardys. He saves Moxley from an ambush by the Pinnacle. And he says he will be the fourth man for Moxley's team in Blood and Guts. The big return from Sting, and we just didn't get the rating. 65 overall for the show. I would say our placement of matches on this card, it didn't quite work. Ever since that Jericho match, things kind of fell away from there. You know, if we had Jericho and Dustin a little bit later on the card when things are hyped up a little bit more, maybe, just maybe, this could have done a little bit better. But, well, you live and you learn, hey? So our 50th episode, and we didn't quite get the job done. We had 2,500 people here, so we allowed more people into the crowd. Obviously, we're going to bring back full capacity after Double or Nothing, or at Double or Nothing and beyond. So a bit of a teaser here, you know, how much potential money we can actually earn from having some crowd by having 2,500 in. So unfortunately, they didn't get the big show that we were hoping for. All right, let's take a look at the results. NXT, 759,000 viewers for a 70 overall show. We had 837,000 viewers for 65 rated show. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Adam Cole, his contract is up, and the WWE are looking to extend him. Obviously, Britt Baker would love it if we brought in Adam Cole, and they're offering him $46,000 per month. He's valued at about $50,000, so they're underdoing it. He's got 68 popularity, which is really high. He started the game at 56, so he's been given a nice push in NXT, and it's been working pretty well. So, yeah, there you go. The other thing as well, we failed to mention earlier on AEW Dark, we had 71,000 viewers for our last week's edition of Dark. So ever since we've had the new TV deal, our ratings for Dark, I think, are a little bit more accurate, a little bit more on point as to what we probably should be getting. So I'm happy with the 70,000. If we can maybe improve that to 100,000, that'd be great. Some other signing news, Tenille Dashwood is coming back to the WWE. That's a big get. That's a nice signing to their women's division. Emma is coming back. 41 popularity for her. She's someone that I think we could have really utilized in AEW. We definitely, as I said, need someone as a heel to come in. I don't know who that will be, or if we will sign anyone, but our women's division really is lacking, and we need to make some sort of major move, whether we turn in one of these baby faces into a heel, because we're just too babyface heavy at the moment. You can see all the numbers there in comparison. There's not a big difference, but there are, the heels have got Abaddon, not really there. Awesome Kong's leaving us. Bea Priestley, we might as well get rid of her. She's done. Britt Baker, she's the top. Jade, she's at the top, or very close. Layla's a job girl. Mel's a job girl. Nyla's middle of the card, upper mid card. Rebel's a manager. Bunny, she's in the middle. And then Vicky Guerrero's a manager. So there's really not a lot there on the heel side of things. Whereas the babyface side, Anna Jay, she's an up and comer. Big Swole's in the middle. Brandy Rhodes, we could use her as a bit more of a major role. Yeah, Diamante, we're giving her the push. Sheeta's obviously top. Statlander's top. And speaking of Statlander, she's got 37 pop now in the Southeast. Sheeta's got 37 as well. So a couple of gains there for both of them, which is great to see. Leah Bates is the job girl. Penelope's in the middle. Red Velvet, she's emerging. Rio's, we need to start using her again, but she's in the middle. Serena, she's re-emerging. Shanna's in the job. Tay Conti's emerging, and Thunder Rosa's in the top. So there is a few potential options there. Maybe Thunder Rosa could be the best at a lot because she's not getting used at all. And maybe a spice up in her character could work pretty well. Whereas Statlander's got the affiliation with the Best Friends. We can't really do that. Big Swole, not popular enough to really make much of a splash if we turned her. Serena, the same. So it might have to be Thunder Rosa to turn her, make her a heel, and give her a few more feud options going forward, and give the women's division a bit of a jolt, because at the moment it really is lacking it. Obviously, we had the big 2,500 fans in, so 84,000 is what we're at this month in terms of ticket sales. We're only 153,000 in the red, which isn't a lot. And with a pay-per-view coming up, I feel like this will be the first month we get in the green, especially if we can sell out Double or Nothing. I'm confident that we probably can. I think we're going to get in the green. The problem we've got at the moment, though, is our storyline heat for Double or Nothing is really not good. Blood and Guts is at 69. You know, Christian's storyline is nearly better, which is kind of sad. Jericho and Cody's not bad at 78. Hobbs and Page, that's okay, 50. FTR and the Hardys, not so great. Good Bros and the Young Bucks is alright, 71. You know, the Lucha Bros are best friends is at 67. That's how good they've been going. The Elite and Super Elite dropping a little bit this week down to 75. And, you know, so there's just a few concerns I've got in terms of what we're doing at Double or Nothing. We've only got one more show, well, two, I guess, if you count Dark, to really rectify it. I thought this was going to be the week that we do it, but we failed. I am not afraid to say it. We failed this week to deliver, and we've only got one more shot, one more chance to turn things around before it's Double or Nothing. And this is a very important show for us, because if we don't have a good pay-per-view here, well, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a damper going forward. Now, obviously in real life, AEW's added AEW Rampage to their show list. Now, we're already struggling because we couldn't even add AEW Elevation to our list. So there's no way we're going to be able to add Rampage. So I think the only alternative is to potentially repackage Dark into Rampage. And instead of having Dark, we can now have Rampage instead. But again, you know, we wouldn't have the TV deal, so maybe we just take AEW Dark off the air and just, you know, worry about Rampage as the third hour, or third hour and a half, I suppose, would be better. So that's something we may have to consider, because at the moment, Dark is never going to be that great of a show, and we don't really treat it as the Castaways, where we put all the, you know, job matches on there. We do a little bit more than that. It does elevate some storylines. So I think maybe transforming that into Rampage might be the way to go, and that's probably the only option we've got. We can't add a third show because we're not a big enough company. They won't allow us. So we probably will have to repackage Dark if we're going to have that AEW Rampage added to the list. Let's have one quick little look heading into the pay-per-view. I might just focus on the main event guys this week. Adam Page, 67 in the Southeast. You know, being a part of this tag team match, I don't think he'll win against Kenny's team, but he's certainly on the cusp of being a potential world champion candidate. I mean, MJF has the belt, and he only has 69 in the Southeast, 70s in the other areas. So there's no reason why Adam Page couldn't be considered for that role. FTR, they're now main event guys, or major stars. They've got 63, 64 pop, which is great. Cody has 72, Jericho 84. So some good numbers from some of the top guys. Jeff Hardy's at 69. He's had some struggles in gaining popularity. Moxley at 75. Omega's got 75. So two big stars there doing really, really well. The Young Bucks starting to really get there. They're at 65. It's been a slow burn for them. Park's got 63. Paul White 70. Sammy Guevara, we highlighted him recently. He's got 63. He's had an incredible rise. Shaq's got 85. Probably should have Shaq lose, you know, so he could give away some of that popularity. But I think Kenny will probably win. And Sting, well, he had the big return this week, and he still got 75 pop. He didn't have the big segment we were hoping for. But yeah, Sting will be in the ring, so I don't know how he's going to go. Probably not well, but let's hope that... And look, Blood and Guts is not an easy match to come back for. But if anyone can do it, it's Sting. And hey, at least he can hide away in the corner or something while someone else is getting beaten up. So it may not be the worst thing for Sting to be in that sort of multi-man environment anyways. But it'd be great to see Sting deliver a great performance, because then we can maybe use him in another way down the line. Of course, we don't have Darby Allin. He's out injured still for another 3.5 months. So we can't have that connection or affiliation at all, which is a real shame, because Darby Allin in real life is doing really, really well. But for us, we've made little to no progression in Darby Allin at all, which is a bit of a shame. A bit of a shame. The only thing he really did was put over Kip Sabian on accident. So he pretty much lost all the popularity that he gained, which, yeah, that's not great. So, nonetheless, we're having a bit of a difficult time. TW game, the TW world is never easy, and we're learning that right away. But hopefully we can have one more big episode of Dynamite before the Double or Nothing pay-per-view, And with that being said, that's all we have time for this edition. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. Double or Nothing, not too far away. I'm looking forward to it. Hope to see you then. Leave a like and subscribe to see more, and I'll see you next time.